My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Central Hill Road, Acre, Mississippi, 38841. I am still under attack by Scientology. They removed, I guess it's my meninges or part of my face. They separated it from my bones. Some mucous membrane or something, part of my dura mater and meninges. They gave me more brain damage to my frontal lobe from the backside. They also assaulted the top of my brain. They tortured my leg, so I'm full of parasites. They have my upper dimensional biology somewhere. My 12th or my 5th or my 8th, fully cleaved. Or they have it in pieces. Yes, I am full of parasites. But they started pulling parasites out of me and just left them. They like to torture me with them and use torture devices. Yes, they moved it around and then pulled it out a little bit and left it. And then they showed me several more and just left them in. And then some other guy, he stuck something inside of me, inside of my foot. Right here. Shoved it deep inside of this bone right here. It's to cause me pain. And he says he's using it to pull bone marrow out of my foot. They are harvesting bone marrow for a transplant or surrogate purposes. They also stuck one in his foot. I guess it's for the transplant, I don't know. I guess they separated its inverse, put the inverse in his foot. Now they're saying that I'm a humus, or my foot is a humus. I do not consent to be a humus. So they have this story they tell me about star people, how the universe was created. Supposedly they cleave their biology in some way, or they treat their biology in some way in which it grows to massive proportions. Then they supposedly walk into the nether and get filled with nether particles, then walk back out into the universe. And this creates the stars and the moons and the suns. It creates our star fields. This is the story they give me for the birth of the universe. Now they're trying to say that my foot houses the earth. If this is true, I do not consent. I do not consent for my biology to be utilized in this way. I don't believe it. I've been watching the universe my entire life, studying science and watching the upper dimensions. It appears that it is a singularity theory, a singularity principle. It appears that a singularity has expanded and is now, it released matter into a void. Now this matter is falling back into the singularity and interacting with itself. This is what I have perceived, and someone has told me that it is the truth. Yes, we are part of the singularity. From what I have observed, they lose their anchor to space-time. So we are anchored in space-time. Third dimensions can't fall through space-time. We are anchored to it. So is the biology that is attached to us. Our inner dimensions, it is anchored to space-time through us. It can't fall. It is attached to us. So if it is removed in an unnatural way, it loses its anchor to space-time. It has the ability to be locked out of entropy or to fall through space-time because it is removed unnaturally. And when this happens, our biologies expand, or they go to a place where space and time is different. The expansion rate is different, and they expand at a greater rate than we do on Earth, and they grow to massive proportions. Then they go out into the star field, and it sticks to them. It's like they absorb the inverse part of our star system. This is just what I have observed. I don't have the evidence to come to this conclusion. That is just the knowledge that I have on the situation. Yeah, somebody stuck something in my foot, uh, threw a nerve into my bone, and then claimed that he's washed in the blood of the Christ. When they gave me that name, because they transcend time, they experience time simultaneously. So they tortured me first, committed crimes against me, tortured me. Then they went back in time and gave me the name Christopher so they could justify their criminal behavior towards me. Sell this event to the Christian community and to the rest of society as a Christian martyrdom. Yes, the science and my observations tells me that this is a singularity theory or singularity principle. Uh, the star people theory would be injection theory. So we inject matter into the void or into this universe, which I have come up with the idea of ejection theory. I mean, hypothetically, if there was a being bigger than the universe, he could literally take a bunch of gas and inject it into the void, and that would create a universe. Yes, I believe in the singularity principle. He says he can't stand me being well and healthy. They are petty and jealous and greedy. They see body parts as commodities. They see them as toys. Scientology, they utilize body parts as objects of, of employment. They see body parts as an object in which they can make money with or use for their own personal gain. Yes, you could inject a bunch of hydrogen gas into the void, and that would create a universe. That would create a star field. I think they just grow to massive proportions and then walk through the universe, and they take the inverse of our star matter with them. They walk through a star field and then look at themselves, and they are full of hydrogen gas and star matter. That's just a hypothesis. I don't know the truth. These are humans doing this. Scientology. That is my observation. torture. They like to stick foreign objects and parasites inside of me and leave them, and they won't take them out. They do this to me and my animals. Me and my animals are sick. They got Coco, took body parts off of her. She is sick now. She was healthy and fine. They've been leaving her alone. Now they're cleaning us out. Torture, rape, murder. This is a snuff film. So we have technology in our brains that records our sensory perception input. It records our sight, our hearing, our smell, our taste, our touch. They are using the recording of our digital devices to make a movie. It's a snuff film. I am not Christ. I am a Native American in which you gave the name Christopher. Yes, Native Americans create and protect life on this planet. Any Native American who is actively practicing their culture could be called Christ-like. We try to protect the world, protect the environment, protect the life within that environment. Yes, you named one Christopher because you tortured him to death and called it Christian martyrdom. No, I don't have special genetics. They stalked my bloodline just to give me a name. They wanted to control the initials of my name. Remote Control Worm Woman, or Remote Control Worms, RCWW. And they wanted my last name to be Weathers. Or one of my middle names to be Christopher. And my first name to be Bob. Please get away from us. They stay here and they won't leave. This is home invasion. Yes, you are breaking the law. You are bound by the Constitution of the United States while on this property. You cannot commit crimes against me. No, you didn't create a Christian martyrdom. It's fake. They torture people constantly. They do this over and over and over and over again. It just so happens that I'm worth money. I am valuable. They did it to me and then they went back and named me Christopher. No, you can't. You can't force your religion upon me. You can't interact with me in any way. It is against the law. These are third dimensional humans playing in the sands of time. That's what they call it. Seeing the universe from the perspective of simultaneous time. They see time simultaneously. They see the whole thing has already happened. It's all happening at once. They call it the sands of time. And anybody that practices Scientology can participate in this aspect of the universe. Anybody. Any human being that wants to practice Scientology can participate in the sands of time. That means they can go back in time and change things in this very moment. They can see the future. And they can utilize this information to hurt people. You can literally see where a person is going to be at the exact place in the exact moment, the exact time, and then put something in that environment to hurt that person. They like to cause car accidents, or they like to set up booby traps, or poison food and water supplies. They may even go to the place where you acquire food and water, your supermarkets and stores, and contaminate that food and water supply in the third dimension. Say you're going to go to the store and buy a drink product. They may go there right before you go purchase this drink product and replace the product that you're going to get with one that is contaminated. They do this to me. Please get away from us. You're breaking the law. Get away from us. They're hurting my Sissy and Coco. My dogs. You okay, baby? She's weak today. She's not herself. You okay? It's okay. She's in pain. You okay? It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay, baby. Something's bothering her bad. You okay? Says she's filled with tendrils and he cut her heart. You okay? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, baby. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. She's sick. It's okay. They electrocute her sometimes. That's why she's like that. They literally have devices on her extra dimensions that electrocute her. They do the same thing to me and my other animals. Yes. Saying she's disconnecting me from my humans, Bob, so I don't feel anything. I do not consent for you to modify my biology in any way. I do not consent for you to do anything to any of my body parts. I do not consent for you to have possession of my body parts. No, I did not. You are breaking the law. This is against the law. Yes, it is. And I have a right to defend myself. It causes us pain and sickness. It hurts us. They're trying to pass off some false narrative in which says I've done something wrong that somehow justifies their criminal behavior towards me. They are causing me sickness and pain and dysfunction. And they have been my whole life. And now they're premeditating my death. And what did my animals do? What did my family do? You had to make all of my family members surrogates. They are afflicted and they are surrogates to control my name and to give me certain experiences throughout my life. You're breaking the law. I'm getting a death threat. You're breaking the law. He says it's that thing in your foot. Oh well, that's what he's doing to me. It's that thing in your foot. They are torture. Uh, they torture people. They're driving a worm. You're breaking the law. Then get this thing out of my foot. He says he can't. He's doing this. Oh well. Oh well. Yes, these people covet body parts. They see them as commodities. They want to steal my intellectual property. Then they want to steal all the body parts that go with it. They want to take all of my extra dimensional biology. They want to steal my identity or turn me into a surrogate if they can. Then they want to give me a certain experience and record this experience. And it is a snuff film. They kidnapped a Native American. I am part Native American. You're breaking the law. Says this thing in my foot can't hurt me, but it will later on down the line. They literally think they can take body parts off of a human being and put it on another human being, and somehow they call it genetics. They are stealing the genetics from a person. They are crackheads. This technology that they use makes them delusional. They don't understand reality. They say no one polices this guy. He has murdered thousands of people throughout history. He is a Scientologist that sits up there where space and time doesn't matter, in the expansion zone, and he grows to massive proportions. He's only been there for he's only been there for a normal lifetime. He is still alive today. He's been there for a few decades, I'm assuming. He plays God on us. Say he's not that big. They steal body parts from people. They kidnap people. They traffic humans to complete their Scientology process. They also have a sex ring or an organ donor criminal ring. They traffic humans for sexual purposes and for organ donations. Scientology is a massive community. I sit here and watch them do it day after day after day for most of my life. And they harass people constantly. They harass me constantly. I am very sick. I am full of parasites and foreign objects, and they won't get them out. They can take them out anytime they want to. They're saying they have the goods. You're breaking the law. You do not have the goods. He says every thought pattern I've ever had. I tell people this story. I've told my intellectual property to the public. Every thought pattern I ever had is nothing. I am a normal human being. Yes, I imaginate things. You are stupid. You finally got to read the mind of a genius, and now you think you have something special? I'm a third dimensional human surrounded by many smart people. That is how I did it. That is how I wrote intellectual content. I sit here and listen to the smartest people in the world every day, and I study science. They are crackheads. They exploited me because my intellectual property talks about saving the planet. And I have an idea to correct money and to create a system in which helps life on this planet flourish again, helps humans reach their optimal potential. Many people have done this in the past. There are many people that have done this. Politicians, scientists, anthropologists, economics professionals, philosophers. These people don't lead normal lives. They don't get to participate in humanity. They don't get to participate in the sciences. They have destroyed the planet and the life on it just so they can make surrogates and practice Scientology. Humans have culture problems. We have a problem with our society. It stems around money. But lifespan was increasing until you people interacted with our society. You started killing people. Now it's on the decline. Humans are doing okay in spite of you people. We are capable of great things. You are destroying us. Yeah, go read some literature. There's a bunch of it out there. I read a lot of literature that helped inspire me to write my own. It is just Native American ideology and science. Yes, I denounce all religions because I know what they are. I know the secrets of the universe. Religions are stupid. We have a reward system in which we utilize to create our psychology and our behavior. We are supposed to get off on certain things, like the secrets of the universe, and have a relationship with all organisms in it, including upper dimensional organisms.
Who you talking to?
Nobody.
You need to keep it down a little bit.
All right. Yes, they are abusing their reward system. I don't know what they're doing to my foot. It's in a little bit of pain. It's throbbing. They said, don't go back here. They put up booby traps. They say I'm already in it. So they have put booby traps up in my house. They say it rips my foot off. So I can't take a bath. I can't go back to my bedroom. They say he's about to blow. Yes, I've been doing this my whole life. Writing literature. But I have a career. I'm a tool and die maker, a tool maker. Yeah, it's a very complex field of study. It has taken up most of my time over the last 25 years or 20 years. I make parts, tools and dies. I work on molds and dies, uh, fixturing, machines, all different types of industrial applications. I know how to program machines, CNC, G code. I know how to run any tool in the shop. Yes, I write literature in my spare time. You say I stepped out right here in it. You're breaking the law. Get off my property. I do not consent for you to be here, and I do not consent for you to modify my biology in any way. You're breaking the law. Now they're threatening my animals.